Hey class, my name is Corey Lee, and I am, I live in the Atlanta area. However, I am currently sheltering in place in Grand Prairie, Texas, right outside of Dallas, because when COVID-19 shut the nation down, I was visiting family uh, on our annual guys trip to see the Texas State basketball tournament, and um, we ended up they canceled the tournament and ended up staying in Texas. My wife had flown, and I drove with our two-year olds. And so, with the growing concerns and the vulnerability of my wife being pregnant, we decided we're going to shelter in place, thinking, oh, this will pass over in a few days. And well, we're here longer. So we are here in Texas. We pastor a church in the Atlanta area, so we've had to move everything online, and we're having to meet virtually, which I'll talk about a little bit more in just a second. But my wife and I are both MDiv students at Fuller. This will be I finished just over a year and a half in the program. This will be my seventh quarter in the program. And in addition to pastoring a church that we relaunched in the Stone Mountain area, we are possibly going to be merging with another church in the community. So we've got a lot of interesting things going on at one time, and trying to navigate all of that in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic. And so we are doing our best to do that. I really wanted to take this class because we do engage with a younger audience. Our average age is probably around 25 years old for our church, and so we're very media connected. But we're also the church we're merging with. Their average age is probably around 62 years old. So we've got this big generation gap, and I thought, we would need to be able to help the older generation engage in social media in this digital age, but we also need to figure out how can we maximize it for our current church. So with that being said, this crisis has caused us to really push forward on how are we going to plan to meet. How do we move forward with this merger? And so we're talking about that. We're working through it. Right now, we're doing all of our small groups, our Sunday gatherings, all of our leadership meetings on various social media platforms. So for us, the internet and social media is a perfect way to stay connected in a crisis time, as well as to stay up to date with the latest information out there. So that's my thoughts. Looking forward to a great class, and I look forward to meeting all of you. God bless.